Okay guys, so welcome back to the channel. So I'm halfway done with the project and I decided, I don't know why I'm not videoing this. So what I have here is a Dodge Charger. This is a 2016 RT, but they're pretty much all the same, so it's not a big deal. And the problem we're having on this is every time we hit little bumps, like in my yard right there, I've got some right there. I've got some little roots right there, and you're going slow and you're coming over the bumps and you hear, whoa, it sounds like the whole front end's gonna fall out. So what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of that noise. We're gonna make the car right, and I'm gonna show you what it is right after this. I'm not there right now. Okay guys, so we're back. So let me show you what we're doing here. Let me turn the camera around. So what we have, this is the new one. I've already done, all I gotta do is put the tire back on. This is the lower front control arm. So this isn't like a normal car that I've played with. Here's the upper control arm, very light. Down on the bottom, there's really not a bottom control arm. There's control arm back here, and then one here. So they're two separate. Instead of being like a horseshoe kind of thing, they're two separate. So what we did is we just pulled this bolt out, pulled the thing down here, and we replaced it. Let me show you here on the other side. I'm going to put this back on, this wheel back on. I'm going to show you on the other side exactly why I'm doing this and why I know that this is the problem right after this. Okay guys, so what we can do right here is, here's the control arm right there, and I got a little tiny pry bar that's maybe a foot long, right? And it's not even a pry bar really, but anyway, we get in here and I can, on the other side, see that? Let me get my finger out of the way. See that moving like that? And if I can get underneath here, there was, I did this with the tire on the ground, and there's all kinds of movement. There's not so much movement over here on the tie rod end or whatever, but on here, there is a lot of movement. Look at that. Upper movement. See that? That thing's moving around a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out a couple screws right here. This is a real big pain in the ass. I don't know who designed all this plastic bullcrap, but they need to be beaten to death. It's just a pain. But we're gonna handle it. Let's see if I can set you up with this tripod so we can see what's going on. So the other side has some little Phillips screws, but this side has the proper thing. So you can get any kind of tool, but you can get the tool that's made for removing stuff like that. We'll take out these three. We can use anything. Okay, we got those out. This is just going to let this fall down like that, and it's going to let us get in here. On the other side, there's a plastic piece that was kind of covering that, and it probably belongs here, but we bought this used, so, you know, somebody was like, the last SOB that did this job probably was like, screw that. Okay, so I got a we got a 21 on this side, and on this side it's a 18. The problem here is on the nut side you can't get a ratchet on there because the frame is in the way. So I'm going to put, I was able to turn this one, turn the bolt out a little bit on the other side. So we're just gonna, oh man. And I'm going the wrong way, so there's that. I want to go the other way. Nothing like being on camera making a mistake. Backwards, backwards. able to get a couple turns before the nut started to spin on the opposite side. Alright, so then get up here and just put the when you take this nut off, there's going to be a big fat washer on the other side. So you got a fat washer in that nut. Let me make sure that we can see here. Yeah, I don't know if you can get in there. It's really hard to get in there and see. Okay, so we got the flat washer nut right there, and then we just got to keep pulling this bowl out. Pry this crap up. The bolt should come right out. There's the bolt with the washer. Okay, so we got that there. So I'm going to take you down here and let me turn the camera. Okay, so back up in here. Where am I at? Right here. Right up in here is a trying to remember what size it is. I think it's an 18 as well. So I'm able to get up under it. And you just come. It does have a Allen hole, you know, socket thing in there for an Allen wrench, because you know the ball joint end will turn sometimes, but it didn't over there. And it didn't over here. Even when I put the new one on, it didn't. That's a little hot. So now, the next fun part is you need a hammer. And you want to, here is, let me see if I can get you in here for a better look here. It's very dark. I have to try to loosen this up in post-production. But here's the piece right there. And it is going in right, let's see, right there is the ball joint end. So what we're going to do is, this is the piece right there, okay? So we're going to try to smack it so it comes loose. And sometimes they come out really easy, and sometimes they don't. Just don't know what you're going to get. Now I do have a and sometimes they just come off real easy, and sometimes they don't. I'm going to go over there and turn the wheel and see if I can articulate it some. Nothing else might help me get at it a little easier. So sometimes that helps. There we go. There's the old one right there. Okay, and if you look at this, it should have an R on this somewhere. Yep, it says right here, it says right hand. Apparently I knocked the camera over there, so it's all good. And then on this one, this is a CarQuest brand, which is all they had. And then here is an R, R right there. The other one said right hand. This one just says R, but we all know that's the same damn thing. So we're going to stick this kind of stick this up in the hole. It's kind of funny because let me turn you around here and take a look. Holds this is got to be the cheapest crap in the world. And I know it's all meant to just fall apart when it gets hit, but damn, it's okay. So we're gonna stick this up in that pocket, kind of, and we're gonna maybe turn this around a little bit. I'm gonna put this. This isn't the right one, but I don't want to hurt it, so I'm just gonna put it on there so I can. Shit. Fuck. Bend it out a little bit. Okay, we got it in the hole. That's what she said. And in the bag that they supplied, it came with another nut. Came with a new nut. It's a little bit better nut than the factory nuts. This is a little crappy nut. And this one's got, it's got a little, whatever. It's got a little nylon in there to help lock it in. Put that on there. And then what I'm going to do is I got to turn the wheel back so I can get this lined up. So we put you back in the tripod there. Okay, that'll line us up. Put my washer back on my bolt. Go in from the side. Put that up. Get that pull in there just a little bit more. Now you don't want to put that all the way through because the frame gets in the way. So you want to kind of get a couple threads in there. I'll take you down here and take a look. You want to get a couple threads in there, just like that. You get the washer hung on there, and go back and turn this. Drop your washer. You get that too far in, this gets so close to that you can't get the nut up on there, so you just kind of have to get it on there a little bit, then you can get the nut started, and then we can go ahead and tighten this all up. Now, it takes a little bit to get the bolt up in there. I don't know if there's torque specs on this or not, but I know I took it off and it was just tight, so it was pretty tight. So pretty tight is good enough for me. That's tight. That's tight. So we're gonna go ahead and put this plastic back together. That's just a matter of sticking our things in there. The worst part about this is if you're doing it on the ground at your house, is that you're on the ground at your house. If you had a shop, you just pick it up. Everything's so easy to do, and they make it look so Bob Vila. Nobody has any struggle. But you're an evolving male. We're all about the struggle. The struggle is real. So we're gonna just go ahead. We gotta tighten up right there. We gotta tighten that up. So we're just going to use our gun here. Alright, that's tight. I'm going to go ahead and put a, let's see, a 21 on there. I'm going to tighten her up. So, just a matter, honestly, getting in a position where your tools are going to work. I doubt I'm going to get a whole lot more torque on it than what I just did with that gun, but I'm going to try just to torque it up a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. And there you go. You turn you around. Turn you around. There you go. There's the new one. Now, if we put our little thing in our new one, there is a little bit of room, see? But it's not as much. And the old one, looking at the old one, like if you were to get in here and look, you can see, I don't know if you can see that rubber torn. The rubber right in there is torn, and it's torn down there. So that's all that is a bushing, and it like the bushing torques. So when your front end's moving down and up, this thing's acting like a counter lever, and it's just taking some of the shock out of the whole thing. So anyway, we'll find out in a minute. I'm going to go put this tire on. Good God. I'm going to put this tire back on. Anyway, I'm going to put this tire back on. We're going to take it for a ride and see if she's okay. And as soon as I get it back on, you guys know how to do this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got about 90 to 95% of the noise out when I go over bumps. Like, particular, I have these roots in my driveway, and when I go over them in this car, it sounds like the whole friggin' world's falling down. So I'd say 90 to 95% of it's out. There is the other side of that. You got the one bar that goes here, and there's another one that goes that way. So it may need to do that one as well. But for now, on a Sunday afternoon, be okay. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys checking me out. The old ones that I took out, and they were from CarQuest control arms. The bottom or rear, what is it? Forward, bottom control arm on each side. And there is a rear bottom control arm that I'm going to have to do next. But for now, that's most of it, and we will go from there. So thanks for checking me out. Please hit like and subscribe. Hit the little bell so when you get when I get other videos come out, you can see that. Also check me out on Facebook at Evolving Male, Instagram, and sometimes TikTok, and of course right here on YouTube. Really appreciate it, guys, and as always, peace out.